Hey, this is Ricky Wolf and welcome to this video. I have something that will deliver a lot of value to your company. In this video, I will give you a follow-up strategy for your virtual events that convert exceptionally well. If you are new to this channel, welcome. We post videos with B2B marketing tips so that you can grow in your career and in your business. Hit that like button if you like content like this and consider subscribing to this channel. My recent videos about virtual events got a lot of attention and people reach out to me asking for follow-up strategies. At my company, we host many virtual events this year and more than usual because of the coronavirus. Virtual events are different than in-person events, which also means that the follow-up strategy has to be different, otherwise it won't work. We figured out a formula that generates a lot of value for our company. After our virtual events and our follow-up strategy, we see a big increase in account engagement on our website and with our marketing campaigns. Similar to many B2B companies, we focus heavily on account-based marketing. So to measure account engagement, we use a tool called Engagio. I will leave a link in the description. Anyways, let's dive right into it. So with virtual events, you typically focus on a segment of your total ideal target audience. What does this mean? Well, B2B sales cycles are complex and a purchasing decision is not made by one person. B2B companies work with buying teams. So in order to penetrate an account effectively, you need to focus on all the personas that will influence your deal. So typically this means that you have two core personas, decision makers and influencers. So with your virtual events, you'll most likely focus on decision makers. This is a good strategy, but decision makers don't sign a deal without having the buy-in from the influencers. So if your event focuses on decision makers, you need to find a way to include the influencers in your follow-up strategy. Decision maker virtual events are typically virtual roundtables and lunches and learn. And if you want to learn how to set up a virtual roundtable discussion, I've made a video about that and I'll leave a link in the description. After your virtual event, you need to have a call to action ready for the influencers. So let's say you host a virtual roundtable discussion with decision makers. At the end of the virtual roundtable discussion, you will need to provide a call to action that the decision makers can use to get the influencers involved. To provide a clear example, let's say that you're selling software. When you're selling software, you likely have a freemium version of your software. The decision makers are not the people who will be using the software, but the other teams will be using the software. The other teams in this case are the influencers. So after your virtual event, you need to give the decision makers the tools to make it really easy for them to get their teams to test your software. You might have to host a separate event for the influencers. In that event, they will get a hands-on experience with your software and it will be guided by an expert from your team. This will get the influencers excited about your software, and in addition, it's another opportunity for your company to talk to your prospective customers. In B2B, people buy from people. So the more opportunities you get to build meaningful relationships with your prospect, the more likely you are to sell a product or service. Other call to actions for influencers are webinars, research reports, or white papers. When you want to sell to an account, you need to have as many leads in the account as possible. The more awareness you create in an account, the easier it will be to sell. So always include a call to action for influencers after virtual events that is gated, meaning they have to leave their details to access the content. When you have their details, you can include them in your marketing nurture campaigns and you can convert them. So to summarize, virtual events generally focus on decision makers. You need to have a call to action ready to include the influencers of your target accounts. This way, you have a go-to-market strategy that is called the top-down, bottom-up approach. You have a virtual event for the decision makers, which is top-down, and you have another call to action for the influencers, which is bottom-up. This way, you're influencing all the important stakeholders of the buying team at your prospects. If you do this, you will increase the ability for your sales team to build meaningful relationships and you will convert more business from your virtual events. If this was helpful to you, please hit that like button and subscribe to this channel. That's all I have for you today. Thank you for watching and I'll see you next time.